Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Unique, and if you want to see how I achieve this natural everyday makeup look using only fungal acne safe products, then keep watching. First, I'm starting with a clean and moisturized face, and I'm going in with a Hydro Grip primer from Milk Makeup. This primer really holds onto your foundation and it makes your makeup last so long. I'm so happy that it's fungal acne safe because this is a product I would use regardless. If y'all get nothing else from this video, get this primer for real. Now, I took one pump and I pressed that into my face and neck. Then I'm taking my damp Real Technique sponge to apply the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in Golden. I put this foundation on the back of my hand and then apply it to my face with a sponge just to give me that your skin but better look. So I'm not aiming to cover every blemish and every imperfection here. And this is not my holy grail foundation. I'm actually a NARS girl at heart. However, this NYX foundation will not trigger a feast on my face, and it's great for that type of everyday girl next door type of look that I'm going for. Now, you really want to work the foundation in by pressing it into your skin with your sponge. You want this foundation to get nice and comfortable. You know, like that friend who comes over and doesn't know when it's time to leave. Yeah, you want this foundation to last all day, so press it in like Cardi B and blend it out, sis. Next, I'm going to use a small amount of the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in shade Beige to lightly conceal under my eyes, down the center of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Just like with the foundation, I'm first applying it to the back of my hand and then using the sponge to apply it to my face. This helps prevent that super full coverage because, like I said, we are going for your skin but better. This is not full coverage, full glam vibes. This is I woke up like this and slapped on a gloss, babe. I'm going to follow that up with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in shade Tan Neutral, using the same technique to apply it just to give me a teensy bit more coverage before I hit y'all with the highlight shade. And just like when we were applying our foundation, we also want this concealer to last, so we are going to keep pressing and keep blending it out. You want to make sure that you blend this concealer into the foundation so you don't have any harsh lines that we can clearly see where you applied foundation. So to prevent this, I'm going to use the flat side of my sponge, the same size we used to apply the foundation, and blend out the edges of the concealer into the foundation, so again, there's no harsh lines. Then I'm applying a little bit more of the beige concealer onto the inner part of my under eye area just to add that brightness that we're looking for without going too bright. By adding the beige on top of that tan shade, I'm getting that subtle highlight. Our aim here is to look awake, like I slept 10 hours, I got up early, I exercised, I had coffee. No one needs to know that I was watching Netflix last night, okay? So blend that in, take your time. The last thing we need is really harsh lines here too. I'm also going to take the excess amount of product that's on my sponge up across the eyelids of my eyes just to provide the base for any product that I'm going to add there later. Now I'm going in with the same concealer but now in Deep Cinnamon, and this is going to kind of work like a contour shade but mostly to just add some depth and some warmth to my face. I'm using the same technique of blending it on the back of my hand first and then applying it to my face with a sponge so that I won't have any harsh contour lines. And it is very important that you spend the necessary time you need to blend this product out. Now I'm taking the excess product again and blending it upwards towards my temples, and then I'm also going to blend it along my jawline. Think about where shadows naturally fall on your face and blend it in those places. That will give you the depth that we're looking for because our face is not just one flat shade, so we have to mimic that same dimension when we apply the makeup. To further warm up my face, I'm using Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in Caramel Cutie, and I'm going to use a Real Technique 004 brush, which is an angle brush, and it fits pretty perfectly around my cheekbones. I am applying the bronzer basically over top the places that we added that deep cinnamon concealer to further bring warmth and dimension to my face, because I want to look like I'm catching flights and lounging on the beaches of the world, even though I'm only taking trips to the kitchen and the couch. Okay, but nobody needs to know that. Okay, we want to look warm, we want to look bronzy, not overly bronzy, because I still want to achieve that I woke up like this, but nah, that's what we're going for. So use this product, bronze up your face, bring some warmth and some life into it, and make sure you apply that in all the places that we applied that concealer. Which means I'm not only going to concentrate around my cheekbones, but I'm also going to bring the product down the sides of my neck, because that's also where shadows hit you, and I'm not adding any extra product to do so. Now I'm using Miss Laura in Translucent, honey, because some things you just don't fix if it ain't broke, and Miss Laura ain't broke, okay? Now I'm going to use my Real Technique setting brush number 402 to swirl and pat the powder in all the highlighted places of my face. Now, I am not baking, because baking and dry skin just do not go together. So lightly swirl your brush into the powder, dust off the excess, and then pat this powder in. One of the places that can easily look cakey is underneath the eyes, so just take your time. If you have dry skin, don't bake, and it'll make you look really cakey. And cake face is not natural. There's nothing natural about it. So just take your time, swirl and lightly pat, and set all of the highlighted areas, which is basically the center of your face. And don't forget to press this powder into your forehead and your smile lines. That'll keep the foundation from settling into these places, any fine lines that you might have there, and making them look worse. To bring it all together, I'm going to use the Flores Micro Smooth Powder in Deep. Now, I don't know how I'm deep, child, but I am. Somebody asked Sephora who named these colors. Could make it make sense, Lord. I'm using a fluffy brush to set the rest of my face, and it helps blend everything together and really smooth out my face. Now, I'm using the same Fenty bronzer with a small fluffy blending brush to define my eyes and just bring them back to life. I find that using the same bronzer shade to do this really just ties the whole look together, and it doesn't look like I forgot to do anything to my eyes. Next up is blush, and my current favorite blush is the e.l.f. blush palette in Dark, again with these colors. This shade I'm using gives me that flush look, so it's not too dark, but it's also not too pink, and it really complements the rest of the makeup look. I do add a little bit to my nose, because right now I think it's cute. We'll see how long that lasts. And onto the brows, y'all. If Sisters Not Twins was a picture, it'll be a picture of my brows. So I'm using precisely my brows in color 4.5, and the aim here is just to define the more sparse areas on my brows, because I do have microblading, but it's been a few years since I've last went for a touch-up, so I do have some areas that need some help. They need filling in. What I do is I use thin, short strokes and kind of try to mimic hair-like strokes, right? I'm not trying to define the bottom line, because like I said, I'm trying to keep this more soft, more natural. It's not full glam, okay? Also not going out of my way to make sure that both of these brows look the same, because it's pointless. I'm just making sure that they look nice and they look well groomed. That is all. Then I use Gimme Brow Gel to just set everything in place. And on my thinner brow, I brush the hairs upwards to help with the illusion of fullness over there. But like I said, sisters, not twins. Sisters, maybe even cousins, but definitely not twins. Now I'm going to bathe in the Infallible setting spray just to get rid of any dustiness and help give us a glow. Just look at the difference in my face there, right? Now I'm going to use this Falsy mascara by Maybelline. I don't really love this mascara, but it'll do for now. Actually, you guys give me some recommendations in the comments on mascaras that you guys love that don't flake and are not Too Faced Better Than Sex. Now I scraped off the excess product from the tip and I wiggle the wand through the lashes, really just so you can see that I have lashes and I'm not bald, okay? Yay, we are almost done, y'all. I'm using Wet n Wild Multi-Stick in Chocolat as my lip liner. So first I outline my lips, and I know I'm taking my time, but you don't have to be particularly neat about this. I mean, don't go crazy. But after I line my lips, I'm going to rub them together, and then I'm going to use my finger to further accentuate that gradient effect so it's not too harsh of a line. Like I keep telling you guys, this is more of a everyday natural your skin but better. This is not like a 90s look, so I'm just creating that gradient effect, like I said, rubbing my fingers to blend out that product. And then I'm going to use my favorite gloss, the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. This shade is truly undefeated in my books. And when it's topped off with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow, girl, this lip combination is so pretty and flattering. And in my opinion, it looks really, really good on people of so many different shades. And that's it. This is my, wait, hold on. Y'all know I really wasn't going to end this video with these two buns. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, girl. Now this is a look, okay? So thank you all for watching the Fungal Acne series. If you missed any of the other videos in this series, I'll link the playlist in the cards and down below. Let me know what products you're going to pick up. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Bye.